You didn't expect it to feel like this. You thought silence was just the absence of sound. But this silence, their silence, has weight. It sits on your chest at 2 a.m. It follows you into rooms full of people. It whispers things to you that you'd never dare say out loud. Things like, maybe you were too much. Maybe you weren't enough. Maybe you imagined the whole thing. You didn't. What you felt was real. What you gave was real. And the fact that they went quiet doesn't change any of that. I need you to hear me right now. Not as a voice on a screen, but as someone who has sat exactly where you're sitting, staring at a conversation that stopped mid-sentence. You are not invisible. You are not forgotten by the universe. You are just in one of the most quietly painful moments a human heart can survive. And you will survive it. But first, there are 2 mistakes that could cost you everything. Stay, because this matters. The first mistake is the one love teaches you to make. You chase one more message, one more, I just wanted to check on you. One more attempt to remind them that you exist. As if they forgot, as if the right words could bring them back. As if love is something you can chase down a hallway and catch before the door closes. But here's the unbearable truth that no one wants to say. When someone chooses silence over you, they've already made their decision. And every message you send after that doesn't reopen a door. It only shows you standing outside one that was never meant for you. Chasing doesn't come from weakness. It comes from love, real, deep, terrifying love. The kind that refuses to believe someone could just stop. But love, true love, does not live in people who make you beg for it. It never did. The moment you stopped being a choice and became a question, they weren't sure how to answer. The chasing began, and the chasing, as beautiful as it is heartbreaking, is where you start to lose yourself. Don't lose yourself, not for this, not for anyone. The second mistake is quieter, more dangerous, because it doesn't happen out loud, it happens inside you. In the dark, in the space between who you were before they went silent and who you're slowly becoming now. You start to translate their silence. You turn it into a mirror, and in that mirror, you see every flaw you've ever feared you had. You tell yourself you asked for too much. You tell yourself you love too loudly. You tell yourself that if you had just been different, smaller, calmer, less, they would have stayed. Stop. Please stop. Their silence is not a confession about your worth. It is a confession about their capacity. Some people are not built to hold the kind of love you carry. That is not your failure. That is their limitation. The cruelest thing silence does is make you believe the problem lives inside you, when really, the problem is simply that not everyone deserves a seat at the table of who you are. You don't have to shrink. You don't have to rewrite yourself to fit inside someone else's silence. You are the whole story, not a footnote in theirs. Right now, somewhere in the world, someone is sitting with the same ache you're carrying. Same phone in hand, same hope dying slowly, same quiet voice asking, why wasn't I enough? You are not the only one. You have never been the only one, and that doesn't make it hurt less. But it means this pain is not proof that something is wrong with you. It is proof that you love something real. It is proof that you are someone who shows up, who feels deeply, who reaches out even when it's terrifying. Those are not flaws. Those are the most human, most beautiful things a person can be. If these words are reaching you somewhere tender, somewhere that needed to be seen today, this channel exists for exactly that place in you. Subscribe, not for content, for the daily reminder that you are worth more than silence, that healing is not linear, that you are allowed to take up space. You deserve a voice in your life that chooses you back, and we will be that voice every single day. Silence has a language, and once you learn to read it, you cannot unlearn it. When someone who used to reach for you suddenly has nothing to say, that silence is a sentence. It is complete, it is finished. It is its own kind of answer. And as much as every part of you wants to argue with it, to negotiate with it, to find the loophole in it, it has already told you everything you needed to know. Some people leave without leaving. They stay in your contacts, they watch your stories, They exist in the peripheral of your life, like a ghost that can't decide whether to haunt you or disappear. And that in-between is the cruelest place to be kept. But here is what silence cannot take from you: your clarity. The moment you stop asking, "Why aren't they answering?" and start asking, "Why am I still waiting?" something shifts. Something inside you straightens. And that shift, that quiet moment of choosing yourself over the waiting, is where your healing actually begins. Letting go is not giving up. I need you to understand that. Letting go is not admitting defeat. It is not saying you win. It is not erasing what was real or pretending it didn't matter. Letting go is an act of profound, aching love for yourself. It is saying, "I loved you, and I still do. And because I love myself just as fiercely, I will not keep standing at a door that is closed." There is a version of you on the other side of this silence that is whole, that laughs without flinching, that loves without bracing for disappearance, that wakes up and doesn't check the phone first thing, not because they stopped caring, but because they stopped needing someone else's attention to feel real. That version of you is not far away. It is not some distant, unreachable future self. It is you right now, making the decision to stop waiting, one breath, one step, one quiet choice to stop pouring yourself into something that stopped pouring back. Say it with me. Even if you don't believe it yet, even if your voice shakes, even if some part of you still argues back, you were always enough. Not almost enough. Not enough for the right person someday. Enough, right now, exactly as you are. With the way you love too hard and feel too deeply and stay too long and hope too much. All of it. Every part of you that felt like a liability in that silence is actually the most extraordinary thing about you. The world doesn't need more people who love carefully. It needs more people who love the way you do, wildly, faithfully, with their whole chest. And the person who made you feel like your love was too much, they weren't ready for something that real. That is not a reflection of your worth. It is a reflection of where they are. You deserved someone who matches your depth. Someone who doesn't flinch at your fullness. Someone who sees how much you carry and says, "I want to carry it with you." That person exists. But you'll never find them if you're still standing in someone else's silence. This is where I leave you. Not with advice, not with a list, not with instructions for how to heal on a schedule. I leave you with this. The right ones will never feel like this. They will not feel like waiting. They will not feel like decoding. They will not feel like holding your breath every time your phone lights up, hoping it's them, bracing for the possibility that it's not. The right ones feel like exhaling. They feel like arriving somewhere you didn't know you'd been searching for. They feel like being seen, fully, quietly, without having to perform or shrink or explain why you are the way you are. That is what you deserve, not almost that. Not a version of that. That's so close the conversation. Not with anger. Not with a goodbye message they may never read. Close it with grace. Close it with the knowledge that you gave something real to someone who wasn't ready to receive it. And walk, slowly, gently, with your whole heart still intact, toward the life that was always waiting for you on the other side of this silence. Don't chase. Don't shrink. Don't let their quiet become your cage. You were never meant to live in someone else's silence. You were meant to be someone's favorite sound.